Hey Vikings fans, it's time to get loud because we're talking about the dawn of the J.J. McCarthy era. After a 2024 season that saw our boys in purple go 14-3 under Sam Darnold, the Vikings are handing the keys to a 22-year-old phenom who missed his entire rookie year with a knee injury. This is huge, Skol Nation. Are you pumped or nervous about McCarthy leading the charge? Let's set the stage. Last year, Sam Darnold shocked the NFL with a career-best season, throwing for a ton of yards and earning a Pro Bowl nod. But with Darnold now in Seattle, the Vikings are all in on McCarthy, the number 10 overall pick from the 2024 draft. This kid's got a national championship ring from Michigan, but the NFL? It's a whole different beast. So what's the vibe? The pressure's on, but there's a buzz in Minnesota. McCarthy's got the tools, the swagger, and a coach in Kevin O'Connell who's ready to mold him into a star. What do you think, fans? Is McCarthy ready to lead us to the promised land? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about that injury. In the 2024 preseason opener against the Las Vegas Raiders, McCarthy showed flashes of brilliance. 11 of 17 for 188 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 pick. But then disaster struck. A torn meniscus in his right knee sidelined him for the entire season, making him the first-round QB in the modern draft era to miss his rookie year due to injury. Talk about a gut punch. While rehabbing, McCarthy didn't just sit around. He soaked up knowledge in the quarterback room, learning O'Connell's system and building chemistry with his teammates. Head coach Kevin O'Connell told ESPN he made time to mentor McCarthy, saying, "I just wanted to give him a platform with me." Those mental reps could be the key to his success in 2025. Vikings fans, how do you feel about McCarthy's lost rookie season? Did it set him back, or did it make him hungrier? Let's hear your take as we head into the preseason. Now, let's get to the big news. McCarthy's playing in the preseason opener against the Houston Texans this Saturday. Coach O'Connell confirmed it, and Skol Nation is buzzing. After a year on the sidelines, McCarthy's finally getting back on the field where he belongs. But here's the catch. O'Connell's keeping us guessing on how many snaps he'll get. This game is a big deal. Last time McCarthy played at US Bank Stadium, he lit it up before that knee injury. Now he's got a chance to show the NFL what he's made of. Will he pick up where he left off, or will there be some rust to shake off? What's your prediction for his performance, Vikings fans? The Texans are no pushovers, so this is a real test. O'Connell's known for resting starters in the preseason, but he's making an exception for McCarthy. That tells you how much faith he has in the kid. Let's get those Skol chants ready. Let's talk about Kevin O'Connell's role in all this. This guy's a quarterback whisperer, and he's not messing around with McCarthy. O'Connell, a former QB himself, has a track record of turning signal callers into stars. Just look at what he did with Kirk Cousins and Sam Darnold. He's got a plan to unlock McCarthy's potential. O'Connell's words are gold. He wouldn't be here if we didn't think he had the skill set required to play this offense. That's a big statement. But he's also keeping it real, saying it's about minute-to-minute growth rather than instant stardom. That's the kind of coaching that gives us hope, right? What do you think of O'Connell's approach? Is his patient, developmental style the key to McCarthy's success? Or do we need to see results right away? Hit the comments and let's debate. Now, let's talk about the weapons around McCarthy. This offense is stacked. Folks, Justin Jefferson, the best wide receiver in the game, is ready to make McCarthy's life easier. Then you've got TJ Hawkinson, a Pro Bowl tight end, and Aaron Jones, a dynamic running back. Oh, and don't sleep on Jordan Addison, who's back after a 3-game suspension. This supporting cast is a quarterback's dream. Last season, the Vikings ranked 6th in the NFL with 237.8 passing yards per game, thanks to these playmakers. McCarthy's got the tools to succeed, but can he put it all together? That's the million-dollar question. Who's the X factor in this offense? Jefferson's a given, but could Hawkinson or Jones steal the show? Share your pick in the comments, Skol fans. Let's rewind to McCarthy's college days at Michigan. This kid was a winner, plain and simple. He went 27-1 as a starter, the highest winning percentage in NCAA Division I history. In 2023, he led the Wolverines to a 15-0 record and a national championship, throwing for 2,991 yards, 22 touchdowns, and just 4 picks. His NFL.com scouting profile praises his intangibles: confidence, toughness, and a chip on his shoulder. But there are concerns about his ability to read progressions and his average mobility. Still, with a 72.3% completion rate in his final college season, the kid's got skills. Vikings fans, do you think McCarthy's college success will translate to the NFL? Or is the leap too big? Let's hear your hot takes. Back to the present. McCarthy's got the Vikings fanbase split. Some of you are hyped, pointing to his preseason debut last year where he showed poise and a lively arm. Others are nervous, wondering if a guy with 0 regular season snaps can lead a playoff team. It's a fair debate. Vikings safety Josh Metellus is all in, saying McCarthy has a great aura and commands every room he's in. That's high praise from a team captain. But the pressure's real. McCarthy's in a tough NFC North with Jared Goff, Jordan Love, and Caleb Williams. What's your vibe on McCarthy? Are you team hype or team cautious? Drop it in the comments and let's see where Skull Nation stands. Let's talk about the Vikings' bold move to pass on Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, that Aaron Rodgers. The 4-time MVP reportedly wanted to play for Minnesota, but the Vikings said, "Thanks, but we're good with JJ." That's a statement, folks. It shows how much faith they have in their young QB. This decision wasn't just about 2025. It's about the future. McCarthy's the guy they see leading this team for the next decade. But passing on a legend like Rodgers? That's a gamble. If McCarthy flops, the fanbase will be talking about this for years. What do you think of the Rodgers snub? Smart move or risky bet? Let's get those comments rolling, Vikings fans. Now let's zoom in on the preseason opener. McCarthy's return to US Bank Stadium is must-see TV. Last year, he threw a pick on his first drive against the Raiders but bounced back with 2 touchdowns. That resilience is what we love about him, right? O'Connell's keeping his cards close, saying McCarthy will play but not how much. Smart move, why risk another injury? Still, those joint practices with the New England Patriots later this month will give McCarthy more reps to shake off the rust. How many snaps do you want to see McCarthy get against the Texans? A few drives or a full half? Let's hear your game plan in the comments. Let's dive into what makes McCarthy special. His intangibles. This kid's a competitor. He's been meditating since high school to stay locked in, and his former Michigan teammate Jack Tuttle said McCarthy's arm has more RPMs than Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields. That's some serious heat. At training camp, McCarthy's already turning heads. He nailed a tight window pass to Jalen Nailor, showing he can make NFL-level throws. Coach O'Connell praised his ability to manipulate defenders with his eyes, a skill that's huge in the pros. What's the one trait you're most excited about with McCarthy? His arm strength, his poise, or something else? Share it below, Skull Nation. The NFC North is no joke, and McCarthy's stepping into a lion's den. The Lions, Packers, and Bears all have legit QBs, and the Vikings need McCarthy to keep pace. Last year, Minnesota dominated the division, but can they do it again with a sophomore QB? The good news? The Vikings roster is built to win now. Their defense, led by Brian Flores, is a Super Bowl-caliber unit. Add in the offensive line upgrades with Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, and rookie Donovan Jackson, and McCarthy's got protection. Can McCarthy outshine Goff, Love, and Williams in the NFC North? Or will he need a year to find his footing? Let's talk about it in the comments. Let's address the elephant in the room: the pressure. McCarthy's replacing a guy who led the Vikings to 14 wins and a playoff berth. That's a tall order for a 22-year-old with no regular season experience. The spotlight's on, and every move will be scrutinized. But here's the thing, McCarthy's been here before. At Michigan, he faced constant pressure as the QB of a national title contender. He told the Rich Eisen show he just wants a fair opportunity to prove himself. That's the mindset of a winner, right? How do you think McCarthy will handle the pressure? Will he thrive or struggle? Drop your predictions below, Vikings fans. Training camp updates are giving us life. McCarthy's been taking every first-team snap, showing he's the unquestioned QB1. But it hasn't been perfect. Some reports say he's had uneven moments with incompletions and slight misses. That's normal for a young QB, but it's got fans talking. The Athletic noted a play where McCarthy faked a handoff and threaded a pass to Jalen Nailor in a tight window. That's the kind of play that gets you hyped. He's also using cadences to create free plays, which shows he's learning O'Connell's system. What's your take on McCarthy's camp performance? Are the hiccups a red flag or just part of the process? Let's hear it. Skol Nation. Let's talk about the offense's potential. With McCarthy under center, this unit could be explosive. Bleacher Report called the Vikings skill players one of the best groups in the NFL. Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson, and Jones? That's a nightmare for defenses. The offensive line upgrades are huge, too. Ryan Kelly and Will Fries bring veteran savvy, while Donovan Jackson adds first-round talent. Last year's line helped Darnold thrive, and now McCarthy gets to work behind an even better unit. What's the ceiling for this offense? Could we lead the league in points? Share your bold predictions in the comments. We're wrapping up with a call to action. Vikings fans, this is just the beginning of the J.J. McCarthy era, and we need you in the Skol Squad. What's your biggest hope for McCarthy in 2025? Can he take us to the Super Bowl, or are we looking at a learning year? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest Vikings news and updates. Share this video with your fellow fans, and let's get US Bank Stadium rocking for the preseason opener. Skol Vikings! Let's make some noise and show the NFL what we're about. See you in the comments, and let's ride with J.J. McCarthy all the way to glory.